the evening in the 110-pound division, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Please welcome into the blue corner, Shafee.
Leal, the Little Lion Shafee, making her pro debut here at Warriors Cup. 22-15-1 in the amateurs, as well as a 4-2 boxing record. She's fighting out of Combat Sports Academy in Dublin, California. Kieran Fitzgibbons, her husband Eddie Tang, and Jessica Rose Clark, her trainers. She's making her pro debut. She's been fighting for 13 years and started at the age of 15. Originally, she fought in the 107-pound class. After a setback due to an injury, she came back, packed on a bit more muscle, and has now stepped up to 110-pound class and found a ton of success there. She lived in Thailand from the ages of 18 to 19, fighting 3 times a month, eventually winning the Low-Key Kuro Stadium title. And on her return, she adjusted her style heavily for the U.S., but that process has helped her become the fighter we see here tonight. She came back, she won the 2019 TBA North American Championship, the 2022 National Olympic Qualifier silver medalist, and she returned to Cali in 2022, got injured in 2023, had a 2-year layoff, came back to the sport only 9 months ago, and won the Triumph Championship. She's fought a who's who of the sport in championship matches. In all that time, she has never taken an 8 count or been knocked down. In my opinion, folks, this is one of the best amateur fighters to come out of California and the country in the last 5 years. And that's saying a lot with the amount of talent that we're seeing. And we're about to see her ferocity tonight as she makes her professional debut in the Warriors Cup ring.
And now making her ring walk into the red corner, please welcome Ashley Blanco.
Ashley Blanco, the hometown fighter, also making her pro debut after a 12-4 amateur career out of MK Muay Thai. Her coaches Augie Matthias and Ray Maldonado with her. We last saw her in Warriors Cup 64 fighting Susan Wallace for her title, and she put on a great performance in that fight. She's had an interesting journey. She was initially more of a brawler in there, but we've seen her develop her style with the team at MK. She's added a much more technical and controlled aspect to her game while maintaining the ability to stay in your face and make you work from opening bell to the end. Blanco has been a story of continual improvement and progressions in her career. We've seen it from fight to fight. She's won the Warriors Cup Championship. She was one of the first WBC amateur champions in the country with a win over Janine Pila. She said she feels like a completely different fighter from the first fight, and that has been evident in what we see in her mental and physical approach. So she's ready to take the next step in her fighting career, and there's no better place than to do it here tonight in front of her hometown crowd in the Warriors Cup ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a professional Muay Thai bout featuring the ladies in the 110-pound division, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with black trim, making her professional debut tonight. Fighting out of CSA Gym, Leal Little Lion Shafee. Leal Little Lion Shafee. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks and black trim, also making her professional debut tonight. Training out of MK Muay Thai, please welcome Ashley Blanco. Ashley Blanco. Referee for this contest, JP Zuniga.
I got to point out before they start, I've seen Ashley Blanco fight a bunch of times, and I've never seen her look the same as two fights. Constantly, every fight.
As William Shakespeare said in A Midsummer's Night Dream, we'll paraphrase it here, though they be but little, they are fierce. And we are about to see that ferocity in their pro debut here at Warriors Cup. Liam Tarrant Aldridge are now joining you. Leal Shafee out of the blue corner, Blanco out of the red. 110-pound division pro Muay Thai. Elbows are legal, no elbow pads. Knees to the head are legal. There are no standing 8 counts. You got to fight your way out of it if you find yourself in trouble. Shout out to everybody in California watching, especially from Combat Sports Academy.
Thank you for tuning in here tonight. Support your teammate.
Spinning elbow there.
Another southpaw orthodox matchup. Let's see if we're going to see a toe battle, or are they just going to go at it? Shafee utilizing really good movement early on.
Shafee has an interesting way of using that left hand as a lead. Into the clinch they go. Shafee seems to do a nice job angling and really using that ring as she wants to.
Nice head kick attempt by Blanco. And a nice return by Shafee.
Low kick ends that exchange for Shafee.
Gotta point out, folks, these are 3-minute rounds, not 2 minutes as we saw in the previous fights, in the amateur fights. And it's 5 rounds here. So 15 minutes, you're gonna get 15 minutes of high-level professional action.
Nice catch from Shafee.
Oh, and there's a first knee to the face. That could have been disastrous.
Blanco with some nice hooks there. Blanco just getting back from Thailand herself and fighting over there.
Good head kick attempt by Blanco.
Nice hands by Blanco.
One thing you can expect out of the MK Muay Thai crowd is they're going to be well-versed in everything. Clinch, kicks, boxing, but also cardio and conditioning. There we go, first set of bare elbows.
Folks, with the elbows unpadded, cuts are a real possibility.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to see a few with these two warriors.
Nice clinch work there.
Ash Blanco already. Oh, nice sweep by Blanco. Took her round and round and dumped her.
Blanco did a nice job there getting Shafee's hand up and kind of locking in there and keeping it from being used.
Ooh, 2 good body kicks by Blanco. Oh, those might have hurt her, those body kicks.
Blanco backing up. Shafee going for the body immediately.
Blanco's still in it though, she's still fighting, but oh, nice spin elbow by Blanco. Love that one.
Shafee, she hit the body twice with the kicks, then went right for it with the knees. It zeroed in like a missile on it. That will be the first round. Wow. What a fight this is turning out to be so far.
Yeah, that's a hard one to score. I think it's hard. I don't want to call it and be wrong because I'm wrong enough as it is.
Both fighters having their moments in that round, and we're going to see as this develops how each corner and each fighter can adjust their strategy and their approach as they're presented with the opponent's offense. You can see why they call Shafee the little lion too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. She walks her posture. I love her demeanor in there. She walks like the queen of the jungle, She commands the respect when she enters the ring. That being said, there's another lioness across the way looking at her, and that is Ash Blanco. Like I've said before, a very experienced fighter coming off a stint in Thailand, where she fought a couple of times.
Shout out to the WBC. Ashley Blanco, one of the first WBC amateur champions. You see the caliber of fighter that takes. But here are the pros. It's a clean slate for them both. Shafee again angling very nicely. Blanco firing back immediately. Response is immediate and immodest. Getting straight back at her opponent.
Nice dom. That could have went the other way, but Blanco made a nice adjustment on her posture to reverse it on Shafee. Nice slip and rip by Shafee there.
Yeah, we mentioned Shafee's 4-2 boxing record.
Yeah, slipping and ripping head moves, not something you can see in Muay Thai because it does, especially the pros, you can end up ducking into a knee, which is perfectly legal, so she did a good job with it there.
Shafee, nice evasion there. Blanco stepping in though.
How did Shafee evade that head kick when she was stuck in the corner?
Very impressive. One point being deducted, I didn't see.
Oh, she was holding the ropes. Holding the ropes on the clinch, not legal, folks.
I believe that's the second time, because I think early in the first, the referee warned her about it as well.
That's going to change the complexion of this fight for the rest of the fight. Another good sweep by Blanco. The last time we saw a point deduction in a pro fight, it was a draw with Paolo Zajareski and Gary Mack at the last Warriors Cup show. So very interesting to see how that. Oh, she landed that head kick. Nice head kick by Shafee.
Blanco went for the spinning elbow, but Shafee had that defense up very nicely.
Blanco has to step off a little more to her left or to her right to make that spin elbow land. She's come a little too narrow with it. Nice tee by Blanco. That folded.
Nice left hand there from Blanco lands. Yep. Something about Shafee too. She seems comfortable whether in the corner, against the ropes, in the middle of the ring. She seems to have mastered that element of ring positioning and being able to work from any position. I'm sure that comfort in the corner, being with the back to the corner, that's going to come from the boxing background, if you ask me. Very a la Malcolm Hill in that sense. Nice cross. Blanco landing some powerful shots. A solid left hand though lands for Shafee.
Oh, nice. Oh, and a spin elbow of her own by Shafee. Oh, Blanco putting together a nice flurry of punches there in the corner. Shafee trying to create space. Ties her up in the clinch.
Blanco really nicely putting those hands together. 16 seconds left in this second round.
Nice right hand by Blanco. Shafee's starting to shake her head after 2 punches. She might be a little hurt or maybe damaged. Ooh!
Nice spinning elbow. Maybe something in her eye or somewhat. I don't see any cuts or anything.
No.
This is a smorgasbord of spinning elbows here.
Yeah, these ladies might be dizzy by the end of this one, not from the punches.
Okay.
Oh, talk about a buzzer beater.
We have a fight, folks.
Yes,
what a
sir.
second round. Again, back and forth and back and forth. I think the punches of Blanco are being very effective, but I think Shafee's showing a real adaptability.
Oh yeah, she seems to be comfortable no matter what, whether she's being defensive in the clinch or defensive in the striking range. She seems very comfortable, very well put together as a fighter. Showing that she's a true complete fighter.
You know, she comes out of Combat Sports Academy in Dublin, California. There have been legends training there for years. Kevin Ross out of there, the Soul Assassin. Chaz Mulkey training out of there. They're close friends with Joe Schilling. Kai Hollenbeck, one of my favorite fighters, came out of there. Really just a plethora of talent coming from that gym with their head coach, Kieran Fitzgibbons, out there.
Yeah, anybody who's come out of the same place as Joe Schilling's got to be a little bit of a gangster, you know?
Well, Schilling was out of the yard, but he was very tight with that Can't Stop Crazy crew out there back in the day. They really made, they were pioneers in American Muay Thai, in my opinion, fighting in the early 2000s. So shout out to them. And
everybody watching in California.
Shout out to everybody, yeah. Thank you, state of California. Here we go. Ashley Blanco determined to get this first win in her professional debut, as is Shafee. We'll see if Blanco can continue to apply those punches.
Oh,
really
nice
effective.
cross though by Shafee there. Let's not forget, we got to point out that in that last round, Shafee had a point deducted, so it's going to really impact the scorecards. Oh, nice elbow. That was sneaky.
Very slick. I think I see some blood on the face of Blanco. That woke her up. You can see Blanco got fired up by that.
5-punch combination. They landed about 3 of them. Here we go, back in the clinch, trading knees and elbows, trying to get the position. Sometimes when you're fighting a really good clinch fighter, it's like wrestling a boa constrictor right there.
1:53 left in the third.
Yeah, there is some blood. I can't see if it's from Blanco or Shafee, but there is a trickle somewhere. Oh, that was a nice setup for that cross. Shafee started finding a hole for that left cross.
Blanco stepping in with the elbow. Shafee backing up, trying to go for that knee. Blanco
nice
catches.
dump. That was the best one of the fight so far for Blanco.
This has been such a fantastic back and forth.
Now this is a complete Muay Thai fight.
Both fighters adjusting on the fly. Very, very impressive. 1:10 left in the third.
Nice knees by Shafee there. She landed 3 really good knees.
Shafee going for the block with the shin there against the inner thigh. The action continues. Referee breaks it up.
kick by Shafee. Nice cross. Ooh, that was beautiful. Cross hook to the body by Shafee.
I think the blood is coming from the nose of Blanco.
She has quite a straight left hand. That'll happen.
30 seconds remaining. I'm really impressed.
Oh, that was a good attempt on the spin kick. On the spin elbow, sorry.
I think that lead, Shafee using that left hand as a lead is very interesting. Throws her power hand right
well, she does this really cool thing where she kind of takes her head slightly off to the right and then pops that left hand like a piston. It's hard to time when you do that.
10 seconds left in the third. A pair of elbows back and forth traded, end of the third round. Here we go, folks. Okay, you mentioned before, Oliver, the deduction of the point for that grabbing of the rope. What can that do to a fighter's mentality or what they do in the fight if they know they're down by a point?
So first and foremost, let's clarify. It's not a deduction of the entire fight, just that round. So if Shafee won that round 10-9, with the point deduction, the round comes to 9-9. So now, effectively, essentially going into the fourth, if it's 1-1 or round apiece, we're looking at a draw. So these next two rounds are going to be really important for Shafee if she wants to win this, because as it stands right now, we're looking at a draw, which is potentially, yeah. Shafee's going to really have to pour it on these next two rounds to seal this victory. That being said, Blanco cannot get comfortable. It's very easy when you're behind, when you're ahead on a point, you know you're ahead on the scorecard, to get complacent. That being said, Blanco, a professional, even though this is her professional debut, she's always been a professional, and I'm pretty sure she's going to stay focused and determined. I believe both these warriors are going to look for the finish coming into this round, into these next rounds.
Here we go, folks. Fourth round. Pro debut for both these warriors. Remember, you can follow us for more action at Warriors Cup _3PP. Follow me at Liam Talks Fights and Oliver at Ollie_B_Savage.
Shafee looking to land that outside low kick. Oh, she was setting it up. She threw like 3 or 4 low kicks and then came upstairs. That was a good setup. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why she is a professional fighter. The reason why Shafee is shaking her head at times is because her braids are starting to whip across her face.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, yeah.
The clinch battle continues here in the fourth. 2:10 remaining. Remember, 3-minute rounds here in the pros. Knees to the head legal, elbows unpadded and legal. No standing 8 counts.
Referee JP Zuniga doing a great job of encouraging action, pulling on the ropes.
Very brave man stepping in there with those kind of elbows flying around.
Those are face rearranger for sure.
Blanco had a real nice jab there, a nice hook to follow it up.
Oh, great combination. Cross hook, inside low kick. Beautiful work by Blanco. Oh. Like I said a couple of fights ago, those sliding elbows, those grazing elbows, those are the ones that open up the cuts, especially when they're bare with no pads.
Yeah, Blanco went for it, missed, but Shafee did a great job responding with one of her own.
Yeah, both of these fighters, they do a really good job of not letting, like I said in a previous fight earlier tonight, they're not letting each other, either one, get too far ahead with the offense. It's a really good give and take by both of them.
1 minute remaining in the fourth.
Nice team by Shafee. Oh, good exchange of punches. Shafee starting to show some swelling on the right side of her cheek. Oh, another good dump.
Oh.
That's going to be negated once she took more than one step.
Yeah, great catcher, Ollie. Yeah, you can only take one step or one strike after catching.
Nice cross. Very interesting. Both of them are throwing really good crosses. Blanco the right, Shafee the left. But it's two very different crosses. Shafee's throwing a very stinging, quick, snappy cross. Blanco's throwing a very hard, heavy, thudding cross. It just goes to show you the difference of styles, you know. Even though both of them are high-level Muay Thai fighters, they're not mirror images.
Ooh, solid right hand from Blanco lands with 10 seconds left.
Some blood starting to trickle from the nose of Shafee. Yeah,
Here we go, folks. Fifth and final round
both
coming up.
these fighters starting to show the effects of this 5-round war, especially going into this final round.
Don't go anywhere, folks. After this, we do have our Warriors Cup interim pro title coming up at 147 pounds. Kamar Lindsay faces off with Ardashir Shafee. After that, we also have 5 more amateur bouts with the up-and-coming talent of the divisions. But folks, before that, we are about to have a thrilling 5th round between these two warriors. Ashley Blanco out of the red corner and MK Muay Thai. Lyle Shafee out of Combat Sports Academy in the blue corner.
If you're sitting back in your chairs, go ahead and lean forward. You're going to want to not miss any bit of this action.
Fans writing in, Risha and Ella watching from New Jersey, cheering on this fight and these two female warriors. Here we go, folks, 5th and final round. Oh, solid. Really nice fake done by Shafee. Shafee pouring on him. Really good effect with these punches early on. Moving around, using those angles very nicely. Going for the spin was Blanco, didn't quite land it. Got jammed up, and now they're in the clinch.
Yeah, that spin elbow, as spectacular as it is, it's probably one of the hardest strikes to land. Very easy to mess up if you don't step across, your opponent makes a little moves a certain way.
Five remaining.
Oh, that one almost came through. A vicious spinning elbow attempt by Blanco. I'll tell you what, including with the point deduction, this fight is very hard to score. This is as competitive as it gets. These two warriors evenly matched, both of them showing the effects, swelling and blood coming out of both of their noses. Both of them have swelling around the eyes.
These warriors have been putting it all on the line, and you can see that reading in their faces. 120 remaining in the fight.
These two are really showing what it means when they say there are levels to this thing, because they 5-round war, non-stop offense, and they're still going after it.
1 minute left now.
It's time to see who wants it more. Last chance for romance for both of these warriors.
Into the clinch, they are. Elbows being exchanged once again. Nice knee there from Blanco. Shafee landing one of her own. Referee breaks up to get the action going again.
Nice cross by Shafee. Ooh, and a Superman punch there.
Superwoman punch.
Yes, I apologize.
Oh, Blanco with the spin. They are both going right to the end. 12 seconds remaining. No one is slowing down.
Ooh, good head kick by Blanco. Crowd on their feet showing their appreciation for these two gladiators.
Wow.
Forget the Warriors Cup ring. Put these ladies in the Coliseum. Holy cow.
What a battle that was. That is what, I agree. You said it before, Oliver, and you're so right. There are levels to this, and that fight just showed what the highest levels are.
Absolutely.
That is what professional Muay Thai is, folks.
These two ladies have the absolute brightest future in the game. Cannot wait to see what they do next. Shoot, run it back.
Oh, yeah. That was, I think they're both making their pro debuts. That is the future of this 110-pound division right before your eyes.
Yup. And look, I want to just point something out. How good is Ashley Blanco? Long time ago, she fought with my teammate LG Pinella and handed her only loss in her career. So That just goes to show you, when you put together Layla Shafee's amateur record, Ash Blanco's amateur record, there's no doubt that this is the future of women's Muay Thai right here that we just witnessed. And that's why if you're watching at home, if you're in the building, and you get to see these warriors, any of the warriors you see tonight, you are witnessing history in the making.
And Lyle Shafee wants to shout out all of her co-workers. She has a master's degree in mechanical engineering and works in the aerospace industry. So thank you guys for tuning in from California. Also, Shafee told us, her husband Eddie Tang, she's been training him since the start of his Muay Thai career, and now he's become an indispensable part of her fight promotion preparation.
Ladies and gentlemen, having all the distance, we now head to our judges' scorecards. The judge scored this contest 47-47. Now the judge scored this contest 48-46 in favor of the blue corner. And another judge scored this contest 47-47 with a decision of a majority draw.
As we predicted, that point deduction made all of the difference. This is the second show in a row where we fell to a draw because of a point deduction. However, we cannot complain because a rule was violated more than once. The warning was issued. Technically, the first warning isn't the official rule meeting that happens backstage before the first bout. After that, you get the verbal warning. It's up to the referee's discretion. Shafee unfortunately committed the foul too many times, and she got penalized for it. That being said, we know what's going to happen next. They got to run it back.
Oh, absolutely. I want to see that fight again.
I want to see that fight 3 more times, all right?
And, grabbing the ropes is an interesting foul because it's not like a blatant, like you're trying to foul. It's like it's a natural reaction. You're falling. What you're supposed to do is be like, well, I guess I'm going to hit the ground now. Like,
and I think,
it just happens.
And I'm pretty sure that at least one of those situations, it's just happened on her way down her arm hook. But the reality is by grabbing the ropes, you give yourself an advantage for preventing the sweep. So it is a justifiable foul to deduct a point for. Because realistically, you can change the complexion of the fight by avoiding those sweeps in that sense.